In a small Ryokan inn in the mountains of Hakone, Japan, a German neuroscientist named Dr. Karl Voss noticed something during his fourth night of a 14-day research stay. He had arrived in Japan with severe jet lag, a 20-year history of fragmented sleep, and a working hypothesis that sleep architecture in older adults was essentially fixed by their 50s. By night 5, his wrist-worn sleep tracker was registering 1 hour and 23 minutes of deep, slow-wave sleep, nearly double his lifetime average. By night 7, his sleep efficiency had jumped from 71% to 93%. He hadn't taken a single supplement. He hadn't changed his diet. He had simply followed the exact evening routine that the Ryokan staff followed with their elderly Japanese guests every night. A precise sequence that begins at 9 p.m. and ends with the last light going out at 10:30. When Dr. Voss returned to Berlin, he replicated the sequence with 42 of his sleep clinic patients. The results were so consistent that the protocol now has a name in continental sleep medicine circles. They call it the Hakone Reset. In the next 9 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the exact 9 p.m. ritual that Dr. Voss documented in Hakone, broken down into the 5 precise steps and the 7-day reset timeline that comes with it. Stay until the end, because step 5 is the piece most Americans completely skip, and without it, the entire ritual collapses. If you want the printable version of this 9 p.m. ritual, the exact minute-by-minute sequence, I've put a free downloadable guide in the description below. One quick scientific anchor before we begin. According to a 2021 study published in the journal Nature and Science of Sleep, structured evening routines lasting between 60 and 90 minutes increase the depth of slow-wave sleep by an average of 42% in adults over 50 who followed them consistently for 1 week. The CDC reports that roughly 50 to 70 million American adults suffer from a chronic sleep disorder. Most of them have no fixed evening sequence at all. Their pre-sleep behavior changes nightly. Their brain has nothing to anchor the sleep cascade to. The first step of the 9 p.m. ritual is the hot bath, taken at exactly 9 p.m., lasting 15 to 20 minutes at a temperature of around 104 degrees Fahrenheit. This is not a casual shower. This is biological engineering. The hot water draws blood to the skin's surface. When you step out, your core body temperature begins a sharp downward slide that takes roughly 90 minutes to complete. That descending temperature curve is the single most powerful trigger for melatonin release. A 2019 meta-analysis from the University of Texas, published in Sleep Medicine Reviews, confirmed this exact 90-minute window improves sleep onset speed by 36% and increases the duration of slow-wave sleep significantly. The window has to be precise. A bath at 8 p.m. is wasted. A bath at 10 p.m. keeps you awake. The mechanism only works at 9. The second step happens at 9:20 p.m., immediately after stepping out of the bath. It's the light reduction. In a Hakone Ryokan, the overhead lights go off at 9:20, and only soft amber floor lighting remains. The total household illumination drops below 30 lux. Compare that to the average American living room at 10 p.m., which runs between 200 and 500 lux of cool white LED light. The suprachiasmatic nucleus, the master clock in your brain, reads blue light at 6,500 Kelvin as if it were direct daylight. Melatonin production is suppressed for as long as that light is present. Warm amber bulbs under 2,700 Kelvin, dimmed below 30 lux, give the brain permission to start the night cascade. This isn't aesthetics, this is hormone signaling. The third step happens at 9:35 p.m. It's the slow, warm beverage, usually a small cup of hojicha or chamomile tea, sipped slowly, not consumed quickly. The temperature of the drink matters as much as what's in it. Warm liquids gently raise the body's surface temperature, which paradoxically accelerates the core temperature drop already in progress from the bath. Hojicha and chamomile both contain L-theanine and apigenin. The first promotes alpha brainwaves and quiets racing thoughts. The second is what researchers call nature's gentle sedative. The act of slow sipping itself, taking 15 minutes to finish a small cup, slows respiration and shifts the autonomic nervous system from sympathetic to parasympathetic dominance. You are not just drinking tea, you are downshifting your gears. Before I get to the next two steps, I want to mention something important. Everything about this ritual, the temperature descent, the lux-based melatonin signaling, the L-theanine downshift, the parasympathetic activation, all of these work by feeding the brain's natural sleep pressure system. The formula I personally recommend, called U-Sleep, was built around exactly these biological mechanisms. It's an all-natural liquid that gives the brain the same compounds the ritual is trying to trigger: L-theanine, apigenin, lemon balm, magnesium glycinate, and a physiological dose of melatonin at just 0.9 milligrams. The link is in the description if you want to look at it. But stay here. The next two steps are where this whole ritual either works or fails. The fourth step is the 10 p.m. stillness, what the Japanese call seiza, or simply quiet sitting. For 10 minutes, you sit upright on a cushion or chair in dim amber light with no screen, no audiobook, no conversation. The eyes are open but unfocused. The breath slows naturally. Modern neuroscience now confirms what Zen practitioners have known for centuries. This state of quiet wakefulness allows the default mode network in the brain to disengage from problem solving and rumination, and the body's heart rate variability rises sharply. You are training your nervous system to enter the pre-sleep state cleanly. Most American evenings end with the brain still firing through tomorrow's task list. That's not pre-sleep. That's residual daytime arousal pretending to be relaxation. And the fifth step, the one most Americans never even attempt, is what makes the entire ritual hold. At 10:20 p.m., the lights go completely out. No reading lamp, no phone, no bathroom nightlight visible from the bed. Total darkness. The pineal gland releases its peak melatonin pulse only when the retina detects true darkness. Even a single lit pixel from a phone screen can suppress that release by up to 50% for the next 30 minutes. Most American bedrooms have at least 3 small light sources visible from the pillow. Cover them, tape over them, turn them away. By 10:30 you are in bed, lights out, melatonin curve climbing. Within 7 days of this exact sequence, your sleep architecture begins to restructure visibly on any wearable tracker. Here's the complete 9 p.m. ritual. A hot bath at 9 p.m. exactly. Light reduction to under 30 lux at 9:20. Slow warm tea at 9:35. 10 minutes of quiet stillness at 10. Complete darkness at 10:20. In bed at 10:30. Run that sequence for 7 consecutive nights and your sleep architecture starts to reset. But here is what nobody talks about. If you are over 50 and you have been struggling with sleep for years, your biological sleep system is already compromised at the molecular level. Decades of chronic stress, broken circadian rhythms, high-dose melatonin supplements, and prescription sleep aids have created cumulative damage that even a perfect ritual takes a long time to repair on its own. This is not a willpower problem. This is a biological one. The ritual builds the structure, but the structure often needs direct biochemical support to rebuild. This is exactly where U-Sleep comes in. Unlike prescription medications that sedate you, or high-dose melatonin supplements that desensitize your receptors over time, U-Sleep works by supporting the brain's natural sleep pressure system using 10 clinically researched plant-based compounds. It contains L-theanine for the alpha wave downshift this ritual depends on, apigenin, the same gentle sedative compound found in the evening tea, and only 0.9 milligrams of melatonin, the true physiological dose your pineal gland would release on its own. One U-Sleep user, Jenna from Boston, wrote, "Before U-Sleep, my deep sleep averaged 37 minutes. After 2 weeks, I'm hitting over 1 hour consistently. My HRV literally doubled. The data doesn't lie. Just 2 droppers 30 minutes before bed. No prescription, no dependency, no morning grogginess. And it's backed by a 60-day money-back guarantee. The link to try U-Sleep is in the description below. You now have the exact 9 p.m. ritual that resets sleep in 7 days. And you have the formula that supports your brain while it adapts. Tonight is the night your sleep starts to change.